Good morning. I was getting ready for work and I decided to make a video. I don't know if it's going to be a quick one, so I'm just going to say a video. All right, so this weekend, let me just tell you a story. This weekend, I went to see a movie, right? I went to go see Black Panther. Had a great time. The movie was amazing. The cast was amazing. It was a nice long movie, very detailed and everything, right? It went off. I stayed to the end, watched the little bonus footage. I get out. I'm about to leave. As I'm leaving, I look over into the line beside, we going out. I see people lining up, and they got on some African dashikis, right? You know what I'm saying? They dressed in African clothing going to see it. So I was like, okay, haha, that's funny, right? So I get home. Needless to say, the weekend is progressing. I'm looking on Facebook and stuff like that, and I'm seeing more people in these African dashikis, right? So I'm like, what are these people doing, right? Because I'm looking at these Negroes in these African dashikis, right? Somebody's confused right now, but I'm explaining in a minute why it kind of made me feel some kind of way. Let me explain. So as I'm going down, I'm looking at the hashtag now. The hashtag is saying Wakanda forever, all right? The reason why I was upset is because for some reason or another, Black people, because that's what they call us Negroes, but Black people are so fast to cling on to something that they don't realize there's a hidden message behind it. They're so fast. Let me explain. 96% of the Black people, because that's what they call us, in America are Negroes. We're Negroes, okay? Negroes are from the tribe of Judah. What tribe am I talking about? There are 12 tribes of Israel. 12 tribes of Israel, and the Negroes are from the tribe of Judah. 96% of the Black people in America are Negroes from the tribe of Judah. The other 4% is a mix of actual Africans. There's a difference between a Negro and an African. If you are a Negro, then you are not an African. All right. There's a big distinction between me and Michael Blackston. If I stand beside Michael Blackston and you ask a 5-year-old which one is the American and which one is the African, the kid is going to say Michael Blackston is the African and this guy right here is the American. Why is there a distinction if they call us Black people, us Negroes, African? The reason why there's a distinction, right, is because of the fact that we are not African. We are Israelites. We settled in the west coast of Africa, and through the Atlantic slave trade, we got pushed to America. All right. Now, check this out. This is why it really upset me. If you read in your American history, right, they do tell some truths in American history. American history will say it. They word it weird. They say that Africans were selling Africans during the Atlantic slave trade. They make us seem like savages, right? I'm going over to my next door neighbor and I'm selling him into slavery. No, my Negroes. That's not what happened. Africans were selling Negroes into slavery. They were selling Hebrew Israelites into slavery. Once we left, let me give you a recap, okay? Let me give you a recap. Check it out. The Egyptians put us into slavery, right? We know that, history. The Egyptians had these Hebrew Israelites, these Jews in slavery. God told Moses to go get his Hebrew Israelites, right? Which he said he is the God of Israel. He says it 203 times in the Bible. He says, go get those Hebrew Israelites out of slavery. Go get my people. He was referring to those Hebrew Israelites. Moses went to the Egyptians. He got the Hebrew Israelites out. We eventually went back to Israel. Then what happened after that? The Syrians came. They put us into captivity. What happened? We got free from the Syrians. We went back to Israel. Then after that, the Babylonians came, the Cushites, the Ethiopians. Oh, y'all didn't know that, huh? The Ethiopians came and took us, right? Us 12 tribes of Israel, and put us into slavery. So you're saying, wait a minute, hold on. How is it that the Hebrew Israelites were put into slavery by the Cushites, who are the Ethiopians, and they live in Africa? So that's two African civilizations, Egypt and the Ethiopians, that put us, our people, into slavery. Yet and still we stand in line with dashikis on, representing Africa, the same individuals that put us in bondage and Egypt, and the same individuals that the Ethiopians, the Cushites, they put us in bondage. But let me continue on. So it continues on. We get free from them. We go back. Then after that, the Greeks come. Guess what they do? They put us into slavery. Then we get free from the Greeks. Then we go back. Then after the Greeks, what happened? The Persians come. Guess what they do? They put us into slavery. Then we get free from the Persians, and then we go back again. And then if you read in Matthew, Yahushua, who you call Jesus, he says, hey, when the Romans surround Jerusalem, y'all better flee to the mountains. Y'all about to get put into slavery again. So what happened when the Romans surround Jerusalem? We fled. We left Israel. We all settled in the west coast of Africa. Some of us ran down to the south of Africa. And then what happens? The Atlantic slave trade. Who was the first people to put us into slavery in the Atlantic slave trade? Right? It was the Portuguese. They were the first ones that started off, and they took us to Brazil. Then after that, the Spanish came. They got their little piece. A couple of Africans, they took us up there. They took some of the Hebrew Israelites up to Spain. And then after that, the Europeans got on board. And after that, then you have the Atlantic slave trade where the American Europeans came and got us. So we're mad at the American Europeans, right? These white Europeans that put us into slavery in America, we're mad at them. But how many other individuals did I tell you that put us into slavery prior to the Americans? Why aren't we mad at the Egyptians that put us into slavery? Matter of fact, you know what we do? Let me show you this. I put it on paper. Look at this. Huh? How many of us, black people, you see, we walking around like we jiggy, right? We're walking around like we jiggy, and we have this on our neck, talking about we African. The Egyptians were the first individuals that put the Hebrew Israelites into slavery. This Ankh right here. And they're like, oh, it's for peace. It means a world circle of peace. And no, that's not what it is. This is Egyptian. The Egyptians walked around. The Egyptians claim that their gods walked around with this. This is an Egyptian symbol. So you were enslaved by the Egyptians, and yet and still you wear the Egyptian symbol around your Negro neck. How ignorant is that? The individuals that are intelligent to this fact, they look at the Negroes and say, how dumb are they to be wearing an Ankh around their neck, symbolizing Egypt, and the Egyptians enslaved their people. Negroes, wake up. Wakanda is fiction. So before you go on cheap tickets and book a flight, do some research. Pick up a book, please. Okay? Before you go into your garage and take out a shovel and start digging for vibranium, do some research. Stop having your kids out there talking about Wakanda forever. Wakanda is forever because it was a movie, and that's as far as it's going. We are not from Africa. We are from Israel. The Africans sold us into slavery. They rounded us up. They said, hey, the Europeans are looking for slaves. Let's go round up those Negroes down there. They're not us. Let's go round them up and sell them into slavery. And in the midst of that, yes, they sold some other Africans into slavery, which is why your American history book can get away with saying that. But I'm going to tell you like this. Before those European white people in America called us niggers, they called us Hebrews. They called us Jews. They called us Negroes from the tribe of Judah because they knew who we are. That's why they tried to change our names. They took our religion, right? Which it wasn't even our religion, it was our history. They took it. They changed our names. They wanted us to forget who we were. And you forgot. And that's why you're here right now. Now, I'm not just talking to the reason why I'm picking on the Negroes right now from the tribe of Judah, which I am from the tribe of Judah, which if you look in Songs of Solomon 1 and 5, Songs of Solomon 1 and 5, Solomon says, what? I am black. Solomon was black. He even depicts and tells you why it was that he was black. And who was Solomon's dad? King David, who white America tries to say was white. So if Solomon was black, and he tells you exactly how black he was, Songs of Solomon, chapter 1 and 5, they never tell you that in the church. They ain't going to read that part. Songs of Solomon 1 and 5, he says he's black. His dad was King David, who was from the tribe of Judah. His mom was Bathsheba, who was from the tribe of Judah. Neither one of them were light-skinned because Solomon claims that he was black. So if they were from the tribe of Judah, and as well as Yahweh, who you were calling Jesus Christ, guess what tribe he's from? He's from the tribe of Judah. He looked like me, right? He didn't have long flowing hair and blue eyes. That's not what the scripture says. That's just what they told you. That's what the paintings say. That's what they want you to believe. Wake up. And I don't care that this is 10 minutes. It's going to wake somebody up. One person up. Yo, if you see somebody with this, walk up to them and tell them how ignorant they are. Tell them how ignorant they are for wearing a symbol of a country that enslaved your people. That doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense at all. I'm going to represent Egypt, and Egypt is the one that enslaved me. But the reason why I'm representing Egypt is because I think I'm African, and I don't even know who I am. I don't know if that's ignorance or miseducation or a little bit of both. We need to wake up. There is no Wakanda. There is no vibranium, but there is Israel. And you, my Negro, that I'm probably speaking to, are from the tribe of Judah. I even wrote this down. Let me read this off to you, and then I'm going to go. This is going to be only 12 minutes. Judah are the Negroes. The West Indians are from the tribe of Benjamin. The Haitians are from the tribe of Levi. The Dominicans, the tribe of Simeon. If you're from Guatemala to Panama, the tribe of Zebulon. Ephraim, I'm talking to you Puerto Ricans. Y'all from the tribe of Ephraim. Manasseh, that's the Cubans. The North American Indians are from the tribe of Gad. The Samoan Indians, Reuben, the tribe of Reuben. Argentina to Chile, Naphtali. Colombia to Uruguay, you are from the tribe of Asher. And the Mexicans are from the tribe of Issachar. We are all from the 12 tribes of Israel. You are just naive to everything that's been put in your head. You let these individuals come and take everything from you. The Negroes, the tribe of Judah, we make up about 11 to 13% of America. If you put all the 12 tribes of Israel together that I just read off on that piece of paper, we make up 46%. So instead of hashtagging Wakanda, instead of hashtagging Black Lives Matter, how about you hashtag the 12 tribes matter? Because if we were together as the 12 tribes of Israel, as we were from the beginning, before we got separated through our transgressions that you can read in Deuteronomy 28, we were the power. That's something to be proud of. Hey, be safe. Shalom. God bless.